Welcome to eSIMstudios. My name is Taylor Bell. Before we get into today's content, I want to let everybody know we are going to be getting a OnePlus 15 tomorrow. The release is tomorrow morning. I'm going to do possibly a live stream, definitely at the very least a video in regards to the release of the OnePlus 15. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get some more clarity on when these things are going to get shipped. I was hoping they would get shipped the day after you order it, but it does say pre-order, so who knows. But subscribe to the channel so you get notified whenever we do go live and or I upload a new video, as well as a giveaway. So I'm thinking we're gonna start every Monday, do a giveaway. So I know Mondays usually suck. It's back to work, but Mondays are not gonna suck anymore, because every Monday let's do a free giveaway, right? I give away cases, I give away Android TV boxes. I think we're going to do a giveaway for that this Monday. A bunch of cool stuff, Amazon gift cards. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Definitely tune in for Mondays, and I'll put out community posts just to remind everybody as well. But if you have a Samsung, I love beta programs, right? I was enrolled in the OneUI 8 beta program on the S25 Ultra when that was available. It actually solved, and it's just a testament to how much software updates and software tinkering, if you're a developer, can solve a lot of issues that we have on these devices. Many subscribers of mine know that I got 3 S25 Ultras when they released, right? And basically all 3 of them were overheating. Now, I settled on the white one because it was the least of them getting hot, right? But once I enrolled this in the OneUI 8 beta program, all my overheating issues went away. It solved the overheating issues. The developers start to tinker with stuff and fine tune the operating system. And now this is just a well-oiled machine. This is my number one device that I use. I got my main SIM in here and absolutely love it. Cannot do without my Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. I got Pixels and I got iPhones and a couple other OnePlus devices, but this is my main device, right? Well, if you have an S25 Ultra like myself, you're in luck, because it looks like Samsung OneUI 8.5 beta program is going to be available this month in December. Very excited to try it out. I'm definitely going to enroll. Subscribe to the channel. So if you would like to enroll, it's got a ton of new features, and we're about to discuss some of those features here right now. Well, I think all of the features that are in the OneUI 8.5 beta. So if you're kind of on the fence, because look, joining a beta program, it can be, look, I've had some good experiences on beta, right? Like this perfect example. I've had some bad experiences with beta programs on my Pixel. Not the 10, but on my 9 Pro XL. Boy, I wish I never enrolled that one. It just totally got jacked up. Yes, you can always roll it back. You can always exit. But for the most part, they're typically a good experience, at least on my behalf, right? At least from my experiences, the beta program has typically been good to me. And I know a lot of y'all out there would like to potentially enroll your device in the beta program. And let's go over some of those new features that are coming to Samsung, in specifically the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So there are some leaks. A changelog that was leaked by a Twitter user, Taravats33. He leaked the changelog of what Samsung will introduce in OneUI 8.5 beta. It's going to have UI tweaks. It's going to have customizable quick panels, partial screen recording support. The update will also expand AI capabilities. You're going to see photo assist, a bunch of other improvements. But let's get in specifically what you're going to see in this. So the OneUI 8.5 beta program is going to go live. Get this. We're expecting next week. Now, it's only going to be available for Galaxy S25 owners, so not just the Ultra, right? If you have an S25, S25 Plus, I think S25 Edge, I'm not sure, but I'll try to figure that out for you and let you know if the Edge should be involved. It does say all S25 owners of the family, right? S25 series. But get this, it's only in people living in the United States, the UK, South Korea, and Germany. So it's only going to be in those few countries. Now, it is expected to expand to more countries, including India and Poland, right before the beginning of the year. So it's going to expand here next week to people in the US, UK, Korea, and Germany. And then later in the month, probably in a couple more weeks, it's going to expand to India and Poland, right? And here's what you can find in the Galaxy OneUI 8.5 beta. Now, if you want more detail on this, like if you want to do a deep dive, I'm going to post the link to my Notebook LM source for this story, right? For this content. And you can do a deep dive. I've generated podcasts, I've generated videos, I've generated a mind map, I've generated a bunch of stuff that you can dive into. Now I'm going to add one of my Notebook LMs to the screen here. And if it is a little small, you should be able to see it. But if you can always click the link down below and follow along with me, or once this is done, you can go explore a little more. But let's dive into the AI, right? The Galaxy AI. You're going to get continuous expansion of the image generation. I'm assuming they're going to implement Nano Banana in some more of the operating system. Google's really leaning hard on that, and they should. It's very, very popular AI generation tool. But keep creating without stopping. So they're going to expand on Photo Assist. It now lets you generate AI images using different Photo Assist features without saving each iteration. So when you're done, you can review all of your creations that you just made, pick your favorites, and save your favorites from that collection of AI generated content. And going into Bixby, some like Bixby, some don't, but it's going to enable smarter device control. So you're going to be able to talk to Bixby in your own words. So Bixby is now better at finding the setting and or feature you need to locate in your device. Even if you don't use exact commands or feature names, you can kind of describe to it what you're trying to do with your phone, what setting you want to change, and it will take you right to that setting. So on a lot of Android phones, you can go to your settings application. I think on all Android phones, you can go to your settings application, type the search bar, but here's the kick. It has to be like a very specific search. Like if you're searching for Google Play System Update, you have to type in Google Play System Update. You can't type in monthly update, or you get the point, right? With this new Bixby AI, you're going to be able to kind of tell the device what you're trying to do, and it'll fine tune your search results and give you a great collection of different types of things and settings you can change in your device. So that is very cool. You're going to be able to ask it anything at any time. So whether you need a quick answer or detailed information, just ask Bixby for an instant response. There's no need to spend time on multiple searches or switching between applications, right? It's going to give you conversation history. So looking back at past conversations with Bixby is easier than ever. You can now access your conversation history from the side panel in the Bixby app. And as I am saying all this, my phone's lighting up. All my phones are lighting up here because I said the magic word Google and Bixby. So yeah, whatever. Now, let's get into connectivity. So this is going to be very cool. I think I'm going to like this. Storage share. So it's this new function called storage share. You're going to be able to access your files anywhere on any device. So files from your other Samsung phones, tablets, your PCs, your smart TVs, you're going to be able to access those files from the My Files app on your phone. So if you have a Samsung laptop, I don't know why you would, but if you did, or a tablet, right? A lot of people have the tablets. If you saved a file on your Samsung Galaxy S11 Ultra tablet, You're going to now be able to access that specific file from your Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. And it'll be universal. And you'll be able to do the same thing on your tablet once that software gets up to Samsung Galaxy OneUI 8.5 beta. But you'll still be able to access all those files on your beta program on your S25 Ultra. It's just to do it vice versa. The tablet will need to be updated to a newer software, but you will be able to access all your files from your phone. Typically, that's what people have on them at all times, right? So you'll be able to access files and information you store on your Samsung Smart TV or your tablet, your computer. Any Samsung device that has the My Files app, you'll be able to see what's in there, right? You're going to quickly connect to Smart View devices. So you're going to connect your favorite displays faster. You can now add a shortcut on your home screen to instantly mirror your phone's screen to a Samsung TV or another smart display device. You're going to get enhanced Aurora Cast features. Aurora Cast is something I've never used. Some like it. I just never used it, right? So on OneUI 8.5 beta, it's easier than ever to listen and to broadcast sound with Aurora Cast. Options for both broadcasting and listening are now located in the audio broadcast menu in the settings application. You're also going to be able to voice broadcast. Broadcast your voice to people around you with Aurora Cast. In addition to media sound, you can now broadcast your voice using your phone's built-in microphone. It's like a walkie-talkie. I have no idea. Let's jump into battery and power. So you're going to get revamped battery information. Thank you, Jesus. I say it over and over and over. I wish there would be more detailed battery information, not just on Samsung, but like with Pixel phones too, with any Android. I want detailed battery information, and I just feel like they're selectively leaving out info. I don't know why, but you're going to get expanded battery information on this new OneUI 8.5 beta. You're going to be able to see your battery use more clearly, more detailed. The redesigned battery settings screen makes it easier to check remaining time, charging status, and daily usage over the past week. You're going to get improved power saving modes. Use power saving to make your battery last longer without charging. Choose standard for moderate savings and customize limits, or choose maximum to turn off all non-essential features and make your battery last as long as possible. Accessibility. Easily control Bluetooth hearing aids, right? This is something Pixel has on their phones exclusively, is pairing with hearing aids for the elderly. Well, Samsung's going to bring that to their devices as well. Access settings for Bluetooth hearing aids directly from your accessibility shortcut. A pop-up will appear that lets you change your hearing program, turn ambient sound on or off, and more controls. You're going to get magnification controls with mouse and or keyboard. Keep what you need magnified in view. With these new options, you can make the magnified area follow the cursor as you type or move when you change focus using the keyboard. When using a mouse, you can now make magnified area shift as you move the pointer to the edge of the screen. You're also going to be able to dwell action and corner actions. The auto action after pointer stops feature has been divided into two features. This is something I've never used. Dwell action lets you set custom actions when your mouse stops moving for a certain amount of time. Corner actions let you set a different action for each corner of the screen. Now, I don't know if that involves DeX or if that is using a mouse with your Samsung Galaxy phone. I've done that once or twice, but not long periods of time, so I'm assuming that's what it means. Now you're going to get even more improvements. So here's some more detailed UI improvements, right? User interface stuff. More customizable quick panels. This should be cool. Arrange your quick settings just the way you like them. You can now add, remove, reorder, and reorganize controls in the quick settings panel. You're going to get early alerts for reminders. Get alerts before reminders are due to make sure that you don't forget important tasks. You can choose how far in advance to get an alert for each reminder. This is huge with me. This is something that bugs the hell out of me. I set a reminder for myself and I'm like, well, shoot, I'm already late, right? I need a reminder like an hour or two in advance so I can get ready for that event. You see what I'm saying? Well, this is going to help you do just that. Now you can get partial screen recording. This is cool. So instead of recording just a full screen, now you can include only what you want or need in your screen recordings. You can now select only a certain part of the screen that you want to record, big, small, left, right, up or down. Exactly. Now, calculator nudges. Save time on calculations. Numbers and formulas copied to your clipboard will be suggested when you open calculator so you can enter them with a quick tap. You're going to keep window sizes in Dex. So Samsung Dex now remembers your window sizes and positions. So when you open an app again, it appears just as you left it, which is nice. If you work on Dex, work with Dex, frequently on a daily basis or even infrequently. If you have a perfect setup, you like to have certain windows open in certain spots. Well, whenever you disconnect it, they won't just vanish. Whenever you reconnect it, they'll reappear. That is very nice. You're also going to get clock improvements, weather and alarm backgrounds. So you're going to wake up to an alarm that gets you ready for the day's weather. Your alarm screen can now show you the current weather conditions as a background when it rings. You're also going to get time zone converters. That we already had that, but you're going to be able to compare time zones at a glance. The new slider in the clock app makes it easy to check the time and difference between places around the world. Okay. Samsung Health, enhanced weekly reports. See a fuller, more clear picture of your health each week. Weekly reports now include data from your medication tracker and mindfulness sessions. You're going to get an upgraded sharing experience. Share your workouts your way, the way you want. Mix and match your exercise stats with photos from your workout to create the perfect social media post. I'll pass on that. Start meditations from your watch. Find calm right from your wrist. You can now start a favorite or recommended meditation directly from your Galaxy Watch without even picking up your phone. I thought they already had that, but maybe they didn't. Antioxidant measurements from your watch. Check antioxidant levels anytime. Measure directly from your Galaxy Watch, even if it's not connected to your phone. Works with the Galaxy Watch 8 and Galaxy Watch Ultra only. Now let's jump into security and privacy. I told you there's a lot in this OneUI 8.5 beta update. There's a lot of improvements. So with security and privacy, theft protection, keep your phone data safe in case it's lost or stolen. Turn on failed authentication lock to automatically lock the screen in case there are too many failed attempts to verify your identity using your fingerprints, your PIN, your pattern, or your password. Identity check also protects even more settings than before. You're going to be able to turn off auto blocker temporarily. If you need to temporarily disable auto blocker security protection, a new option now lets you turn it on automatically 30 minutes later so you don't forget. Quick share. Avoid unwanted sharing requests. You can now set Quick Share to only receive files from other devices signed into your Samsung account or Google account. Now, one thing with Quick Share, I really hope that Samsung implements the new AirDrop hack that Pixel implemented in their Quick Share because it still doesn't work right with Samsung devices. I hope they sneak this in the update. That would be nice. Photo sharing suggestions. Share photos with the right people faster. When you share pictures that include friends or family, Quick Share can recognize who is in them and suggest sharing directly with those people. That's cool. Now let's go to the home screen and lock screen. So automatic lock screen layout. Wallpapers with pictures of people or pets now fit perfectly every time. When you choose a photo for your lock screen, the layout adjusts automatically so for the clock in widgets so they don't cover important parts of the picture. Like having, if you put me on, I don't know why you would, on your lock screen, and then the freaking clock goes right over my face. Well, this is going to intelligently adjust the picture, the clock, and everything so it looks like a nice layout so you don't have a clock across somebody's face. You're going to get more customizable clock fonts. Personalize your lock screen clock. You can now adjust the thickness of more font styles to match your preferred look. You're also going to get weather enhancements with a new weather widget. Quickly check upcoming precipitation. In the weather widget on your home screen, the widget now shows a graph of precipitation is expected in the next few hours. So it'll be like Google's AI weather implemented into this enhanced weather widget. I love weather widgets. I'm actually excited to see this. And then what do you know? Last but not least, pollen index, which I deal with a massive amount. So I will be utilizing this new feature in OneUI 8.5 beta. You're going to be able to check how much pollen is in the air to help manage your allergies. You can check pollen levels from trees to grass and ragweed. So that is a quick and or comprehensive look into OneUI 8.5 beta, and again should be on all S25 devices in a small amount of countries, but it does cover still a lot of people. So if you want more information, do a little longer deep dive into all of the AI improvements, all of these software improvements in OneUI 8.5 beta, please check the link down below. I got a bunch of cool content that I'm sure you would enjoy. And also, I put the new the new wallpapers that are coming out on the S26 Ultra. We just got those in, I think on Monday. I put them up on stockwallpaper.app. So if you go to stockwallpaper.app, I have all the new S26 Ultra wallpapers there for you to download and implement on your devices, and as well as stock wallpapers from Apple devices, Oppo, Xiaomi, all sorts, HTC, all sorts of cool, all the new wallpapers and all the old classic wallpapers you love, like from your old HTC phones. I got those there for you to download and put on your device. So I do appreciate the time. I got to roll, and make sure to check in with us tomorrow. Tomorrow's 1+15 day. So looking forward to that. Hope everybody has a good rest of the evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.